this is better than Shakespeare, right?
Hello, welcome to my video. If you're from my Instagram, I love you. If you're not from my Instagram, love you all the same. So it is the day of my trip to Amsterdam and I am here packing my suitcase, getting ready. Honestly, this room is a mess, but you know what? That is not my problem. Even though it will be my problem, but that's future me's problem. So right now it's not my problem, you know? Anyway, I wanted to tell you a little bit about this trip before it even began, and it's been stressful. And I hate to be, oh, first world problems girl, but like honestly, I had to pay a lot of extra money to make this happen because first of all, they canceled my return flight and I was like, well, I can either cancel the whole trip, but I can't get refunded for the hotel, for the meet and greet, for any of the tickets, any of the other things. So I would end up losing a lot of money, or I could pay extra and get another return flight. So that's what I decided to do. And I was like, well, okay, you know what? It is what it is. And then a few days later, guess what? They canceled my outbound flight as well, which it would have been a lot easier if they canceled both of them at the same time, but of course they didn't because I'm just that lucky. So at this point I was like, well, it's either lose even more money than before because now I paid for the return flight again, or cancel everything. And as you can see, I did not cancel anything. I am going, but I had to pay more money than I anticipated. And that's kind of unfortunate, but you know what? I am really lucky that I still managed to find alternate transportation, so at least there's that, and I'm really grateful. But anyway, I'm gonna check in with you at some point later on, so I'll see you then. Hello, so as you can see, I am now in Amsterdam. Well, I don't know if you can see or not, but I mean, I'm in the bathroom. It's the hotel bathroom. I decided to film here because the lighting is the best. But anyway, I won't be showing you the room or the view or anything like that. I might show you the view tomorrow because it really is super cute. We get a great view, but right now it's nighttime and so there's really nothing to see. I'm just gonna go shower now and finish up the day. After I arrived, I went to the hotel lobby with a friend and we got wine drunk off of literally one white wine. So that's where my headspace is at. But yeah, basically we're gonna end here on a high note for today, and then tomorrow is the meet and greet, it's the show, we're gonna be getting ready, and I'm very excited to share that with you. I probably won't be vlogging a lot during the actual show and meet and greet, but I will tell you all about it. So yeah, let's get to it.
So at this point, it's the next day, and we decided to go for a little walk to go get breakfast, and by breakfast, I fully mean waffles, naturally, but look how good they look. They were so delicious. But yeah, after we had our breakfast, we just walked back to our hotel room, and we decided it was time to start getting ready.
Okay, so I'm getting ready currently. Look at my cute shirt. But anyways, I'm getting ready. This is the eye, this is the base. The lip is not done yet, as we can see, and the hair is a crime against nature, but this is the process. Who would play her? Look at my hair. Look how cute this is. Okay, so my friend did my hair, and this is what it looks like. It's very cute. Look at the little earrings. I mean, I'm wearing all black though, but I still think it's cute. It's a little boring for a drag show, but it is what it is. You know, the suitcase didn't want to collaborate with me on that one. So this is it, okay? And we're gonna go now. And I mean, maybe I'll film a little bit when I'm there, but I don't know. I'll talk to you later. Okay, so we just finished meeting Trixie and Katya, and I am still very shaky. So I sit down there. I think I told them they were both gorgeous, which is very true. And Katya looks at me and she goes, "Did you do your own eye makeup?" And I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "It's flawless, it's perfect." And I go, "Katya, please just give me a chance." Now I want to say I said that reflexively, but I meant it, okay? And she said no, she won't be giving me a chance. But she did say she would give me a chance to do my eye makeup, which I'm very excited about. And they were both super nice. They said thank you. I don't know for what, because I didn't do anything. I just stood there, and the photos are probably gonna look horrible, but I'm gonna insert them now. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it was great. And now we're just having a little drinky, and then we're gonna go watch the show. Okay, hi, it's editing me, filling in for past me because I felt like I was really nervous and I actually did a pretty bad job explaining what actually happened at the meet and greet, so I'm gonna give you the full tea right now. So we're standing in line waiting to meet them, and the photographer comes up, he introduces himself, he tells us that our time with them is unfortunately limited, so we shouldn't be nervous, we should just go up there and say hi normally, right? And have fun, obviously. And that's what I was planning on doing, and I wasn't nervous or fidgety initially, but as it was getting closer and closer to be my turn, I did start getting a little nervous. And I'm not normally the type of person who gets nervous or starstruck meeting anybody, because at the end of the day, people are people, whether they're celebrities or iconic drag icons or whatever, they're just ultimately people. So I don't normally get nervous. And plus I already met Trixie one time before this, so I thought, oh, it was gonna be fine, right? So I go up there now and I'm saying hi. I go, hi, you both look gorgeous. And they go, hi, thank you. And I say, I'm sorry, I can't be that gorgeous. And Trixie goes, and you know what? Nobody can. And then Katya starts laughing and she says, no, but stop, you look gorgeous. And I say, thank you. And at this point, the photographer is already taking pictures. Now, I look at them and I say, well, I actually had a pose for the photos in mind, if you don't mind. And they say, yeah, of course, what do you want? And I said, well, I have a picture with Trixie from the Grown Up tour where we're really close to each other, and I thought for this photo it would be funny if Trixie looked jealous and me and Katya looked like we were in love or something like that. And as I'm explaining this to them, they're like, yeah, sure, of course. And Katya starts getting into position, so she's inching a little bit closer to me. Now, you have to understand that because of everything, we were a little socially distanced, but they were still pretty close. Trixie was a little bit farther away though, so whenever I wanted to look her, not in the eyes, but in her giant, beautiful drag queen eyelashes when she was speaking, I would have to lean forward a little bit so I could see her. So Katya starts getting into position and she's inching closer to me and she starts giving me her hand, and Trixie starts to say something, so I lean over so I can look at her and listen to her while she's speaking. And at some point, she starts saying a few words and I feel Katya's stare burning a hole through my face. So I turn to look at Katya and Katya interrupts Trixie and she goes, I'm sorry, did you do your own makeup for this? And I just said, yeah. That's literally the way I said it, because I just didn't expect the question. And she goes, oh, it looks fierce, beautiful, wonderful. Something along those lines. And now looking back, this is where I lost all composure and I really just let my comedic instinct kick in, and I said, Katya, please just give me a chance. And now I'm hearing the photographer and he starts laughing and he's still snapping pictures, and she goes, no, no. And Trixie looks over at me at this point and goes, give you a chance to do what exactly? And I said verbatim this. I said, feminine biological activities. Now, if you're wondering what that means, so am I, girl. I don't know what it means. I don't know what I said. I don't know what it means. But honestly, that comment from Katya shook me up a little bit, because for me, whenever anybody compliments my makeup or they say they like it or whatever, I get really happy because I love it. It's my passion and I spend a long time doing it, so it means a lot to me. But when a drag queen compliments your eye makeup, that's when you know you're doing something right, at least in my book. When Katya said that to me, who I've watched and admired and love her work for years, that really meant a lot. So that's where I lost all composure and I said what I said. And at that point, Katya's in her pose for the photo and she's still shaking her head. She's going, no, I'm not gonna give you a chance, but I might give you a chance to do my eye makeup though. And I said, and you know what? I would happily take that chance. And at this point, I hear the photographer going, okay, this is the last official photo. And I remember going, oh my God, that's right. He's taking pictures of this. So I turn to the camera, I do this half smile that you were able to see. And that's it. And I start getting up and I go, well, break a leg. I'm so excited for the show. And Trixie says, thank you so much, honey. Thank you for supporting both Grown Up and this. It means a lot to us. And she starts sending me kisses and then I start sending them back. And at this point, Katya joins in and I walk away. Now my friend who was in line with me, but who met them before me at this point is going, well, how did it go? And I go, I don't remember anything. So for the first couple of minutes, I couldn't even recall what our interaction was. Obviously, I remembered a little bit later on, as you were able to see in the previous clip, but I, the whole time, couldn't for the life of me remember what I was doing with my body. So when my friend asked me, well, did you do the pose that you wanted to do? And I said, I have no idea. I don't know where my hands were. I don't know where my feet were. I don't know how I was positioned. I didn't even see what Trixie was doing, so the photos are probably gonna be a mess, but I had fun. But as you were able to see, I actually quite like the photos now. I think they're super funny and cute. So yeah, with that being said, now let's move on to the show.
So I had to mute everything because of copyright, but also I didn't want to spoil too much of the show, but I am going to give you my honest opinion about it. So for me, as soon as the show started, it became very apparent that everybody who had a hand in creating, writing, producing this show, and of course starring in it, gave it their absolute all. I mean, Trixie and Katya were so incredible. It was a very high level of drag, but also so was everybody else. Kelly Mantle, the backup dancers, everybody was so amazing. And I also liked how the show had little inside jokes in it that you would understand if you watch or if you listen to their podcast, but also it was so entertaining to where if you didn't understand those references, you would also have an absolute blast at this show because it truly did have elements of everything in there. But I am going to talk a little bit more in depth about that right now in a second. And these are going to be my thoughts right after the show.
Hey, how y'all doing? Okay, so I'm actually taking off my makeup right now, and I wanted to do that and update you a little bit at the same time. So you saw that the show was so incredible. If you ever actually get a chance to see them live, honestly, take it and run, because the show was such a great mix of satirical comedy, beautiful choreography, just interesting concepts, and theater, acting, everything, singing, lip syncing. Oh, I loved it. It was perfect. And big shout out to Kelly Mantle and all the backup dancers. I mean, everybody was flawless, and it was a very, very high level of drag. So like I said, if you ever get a chance to see one of them or both of them live, you definitely should take that chance. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I didn't want to spoil the show too much and give anything away in case you're still actually going to see them at some point, because their European tour is still going, or in case you want to see them at some point in the future. I didn't want to give too much away. Also, did you hear me say earlier, I know you heard it, but I have to reiterate once again, Katya told me that my eye makeup was flawless. So now anytime I feel bad or down, I'm gonna think about that comment, because nobody can stop me. How in the hell can anyone take me? But yeah, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.